Good morning. So, mindset metamorphosis, fixed versus growth mindset, or are you mixed? So, interesting that someone with a growth mindset believes that their abilities can be developed through dedication, hard work, and then that will lead into fostering a love of learning and resiliency, and then lead their life onto greater things. But in direct contrast, a fixed mindset is someone who assumes that your talents, that their individual characteristics, what makes them special, can't change. And the problem with a fixed mindset is that it limits your potential as an individual. And it also means that you avoid challenges. You give up easily, you see your efforts as fruitless, you ignore useful feedback, you feel threatened by other people's success, you just can't get yourself out there. Incidentally, in this Facebook group, I'd say more than 75% of people in here are fixed because you don't take up any, you don't allow yourself to explore alternatives. You don't take up free offers of work. You don't do this. You don't do that. Reading a book doesn't cut it, okay? But it can help you to identify where you're at. Now, having a fixed mindset can severely hold you back. And in which areas? It holds you back from learning what's out there, what's good for me, what else can I use? Not, I'm going to talk to my friend, I'm going to read a book, and I'm going to watch a TikTok video. That doesn't work, okay? It certainly doesn't work. Not for trauma and PTSD. It also holds you back from any growth that you may experience. Growth comes from working with someone who knows what they're doing. How do you think Tiger Woods got to be the best golfer in the world? How do you think Usain Bolt became the best sprinter? They didn't do it on their own. They worked with someone. They put the effort in. They invested and they used what that person knew to help them get better, therefore reaching their full potential. So what it does is mindset, or a fixed mindset, it imposes this barrier. It's a self-imposed barrier to your personal and your professional development. Now, if you've ever even thought about whether you're fixed or growth mindset, or you don't know anything about this topic, I would highly recommend that you start off, and I am actually going to recommend, sorry, I can't find my words, a book. It's Carol Dweck's. It's called Mindset. I'm going to put the link to the UK Amazon account in this group after this live, because that book totally and utterly challenges your conception of what a fixed and a growth mindset is. It will help you to challenge why you don't take on the right help, why you don't invest in yourself. So with a fixed mindset, people think that they don't believe in their own talents. They think that their thinking is set in stone. They think I'm either good or I'm bad. There's no middle ground. When they fail, they think it's because they don't have what it takes. Or, my mum was like that. My dad was like that. My uncle was like that. So that's why I'm like that. That is a no. That's not how the brain works. Okay. The worst or the hardest thing is that in trauma recovery, when you've suffered significant trauma, it's super, super important to understand the concept of growth and fixed, but also of mixed mindset, because there's another category that we need to look into. Having a growth or a mixed mindset where you may be fixed on some things, but you are able to see past that, can change how you heal yourself. So with a fixed mindset, you're not going to heal because you only do what you do. You don't want to do anything different. You're too scared to explore any other option. And what's really works for trauma, like I know what works for trauma. So being in trauma, and maybe you're a trauma survivor and your story is great, but maybe you're still stuck in trauma. If you don't recognize that you need a constructive step-by-step approach, you need to recover through a dedicated process, then you're always going to stay stuck where you are. So you've got to learn to understand that healing takes effort, it takes time. You are going to have multiple setbacks, but it's not a sign of failure. It is a learning experience. When people who have had trauma move into a mixed and a growth mindset, they start to get better much quicker. They start to see their body healing and responding quicker. Instead of thinking of the pain and the difficulties, the brain is placed into, it jumps a few steps forward and it can then see the future. Any trauma recovery work, it's so super important that we work in the past, because we've got to fix the links. We've got to desequence how the brain sees your trauma. You've got to work on the now to calm the body down, and then you've got to work on the future, which is how the brain works. So there are multiple groundbreaking studies in psychology and in neuroscience, and all of the work we do in the Trauma Recovery School using our groundbreaking trauma recovery method and the integrated therapy system, which is what we actually use to make you better. It is a step-by-step proven method of success. They all show that your brain can change. It can adapt. It is meant to learn and move forward using effort and learning. Okay, it's not designed to stay stuck. So if you are unsure where you are, this is the kind of work we do in the trauma recovery method. It is part of being future focused, or like I like to say, future proofing. So at the end of this live, I'm going to recommend Carol's book. I think it's great reading, especially if you don't know whether this is holding you back. Is this what's stopping you from committing to working with someone, whether it's with us or whether it's with someone else? And also introducing you to the concept of neuroplasticity. If you don't understand neuroplasticity, go to YouTube, find the trauma recovery method, Google my name. I'm all over the internet. I am the real deal. I am real. I know my stuff. I am top in my game. Go and find out what neuroplasticity is meant to do for you and start to use it. If you want to find out more about our trauma recovery method, over the next few weeks, we are going to be letting you know about our new system in place. We've got really, really super exciting news. We've been working on developing this the last three months. It's 95% done, and you'll be able to implement that fairly quickly if you want to. Because recovery is up to you, and recovery is there. We have got hundreds of success stories. You've just got to take that first step. So enjoy the book. Enjoy finding out more about fixed, mixed and growth mindset and the concept of neuroplasticity. And hopefully I'll talk to you again next Friday. Bye.